Okay, let's try another one. The integral of ln x over x with respect to x dx. So again, we just have to choose which one best represented by our u. Okay, so in this case, I think u is best represented with ln x, because the derivative of u with respect to x is 1 over x, and we already have 1 over x in the equations, which is that one 1 over x. So therefore we have du is equals to 1 over x times dx, 1 over x times dx, which is our integral. So our integral can be changed to become du, because du equals to 1 over x dx. Okay, 1 over x dx, and then ln x equals to u, so the integral of u du is simply half, okay, half u to the power of 2 plus c, and our u equals to ln x square plus c. Very simple. And let's do another one. That's the answer, by the way. Let's do another one. 1 over x ln x, integral of 1 over x ln x dx. Again, we just have to let our u to be ln x, because the derivative of ln x is 1 over x. So we have u equals to ln x, because du over dx is 1 over x, and it turns out we have 1 over x in the equation here, 1 over x. So it makes things easy for us. So du equals to basically 1 over x times dx, 1 over x times dx, which we already have in the equation. It's highlighted here, 1 over x dx. That is our du, and ln x itself is equals to u. So we can change the equation to become du 1 over u, because u equals to ln x, times du, which is equivalent to the integral of 1 over u du is simply ln u plus c, and we already know u equals to our ln x, so this is equals to ln x plus c as the answer for our problem. Let's do another one here. Finding integral of x times e to the power of negative x squared. Okay. So again, we will just have to choose what is our u. So in this case, if we let our u to be negative x squared, would be good, because the derivative of x squared is 2x. So we have the x as our other term here. So we're going to let our u to be equals to negative x squared. Therefore the derivative of u with respect to x is simply negative 2x to the power of 1, and we already have x dx in our equation. So we can move things around. We can say that negative half du equals to x dx, which happen to be mentioned in the equation. So we can rearrange the equation to be like this: x dx equals to negative half du So we can take the negative half out, negative half du, and we know that negative x squared is basically u, as mentioned here. U equals to negative x squared, so equation become half integral e raised to the power of u du. So in here the derivative of the integral of e to the power of u is the same, yeah? So we can maintain the negative half. The integral is still the same, e raised to the power of u plus a constant. And now we can replace the u back. U equals to negative x squared plus c. So the answer is negative half times e raised to the power of negative x squared as the final answer. Okay, let's try another one. Integral of x cubed times cos x for dx. We same principle, we just have to choose based on our analysis. So we have here x4. Okay, the derivative of x4 is 4x cubed, which is we have x cubed in here. So I think better to let our u to be x to the power of 4, and the derivative of u with respect to x is simply 4x to the power of 3, which is now very close to the problem that we have. So we can move things around by saying 1 over 4 du equals to x cubed times dx. So now our problem is or can be simplified like this. So this is then equivalent to take the 1/4 out, integral of du. We know that this is cos x squared, x to the power of 4 is cos u, and then times du, because du is, or x cubed dx equals to 1 over 4 du. We already take 1 over 4 out, so we only end up with integral cos u du, which is integral of cos is sine 1 over 4 sine u plus c, and then put our u back, so 1 over 4 sine x to the power of 4 plus c. This is our final answer for the problem. Let's see another questions. Integral of e to the power of x times sine e to the power of x. So in here again we better let our u to be e to the power of x. The reason is because the derivative of e to the power of x, if you take the u with respect to x, is simply the same, e to the power of x, which we already have in our other terms. Okay, and don't worry about the sign, because then we can just put sine u. Okay, so looks like we have all the term ready to be replaced. So this integral become, we can do one more time. This is e to the power of x times dx equals to du. So we already have e to the power of x, that one, and then dx, this whole thing equals to du, and sine e to the power of x is simply sine u. Integral of sine u, and as mentioned, the e to the power of x dx equals to du. This is the answer is integral of sine is negative cos u, negative cos u plus c. Now we can just put our u back to be e to the power of x plus c. Very simple. So this will be the answer for our question. And let's see another one. Integral of e to the power of tan x times secant x square with respect to x. So again, just have to let, okay, by using u substitution, we're going to let u to be tan x because the derivative of u with respect to x is secant square x. So how do I know this? It's simply by based on memorization, okay, or you can refer to the tables. Okay. The derivative of tan x, which is that one, equal to secant square x. So we have secant square x dx simply by rearranging, by moving the dx to the right hand square, okay, which is equals to that part here, okay, is equals to du. Okay, so this equation is become e to the power of tan x is u times du. So the answer, the integral of e to the power of u is still e to the power of u plus c. So this is then e to the power of, because u is tan c, so e to the power of tan x plus c. That's our final answer for the problem. Let's see another question. Integral of x times cos 5 minus x squared dx. So again, we just have to let our u to be the one that can, when differentiated, equals to our other term. So if we integrate if we differentiate negative x squared, it will be equal to 2x, which is x, our term here. So we let our u to be 5 minus x squared, because if we take the derivative of du, we take the derivative of u with respect to x is equals to negative 2x, which by rearrangement equals to negative half du times x dx, by moving dx to the right hand side and then the constant to the left hand side. The reason for that is we have x dx in the problem, this is x and dx, and that part equal to negative half du, and then cos 5 minus x squared is equals to u. So the equation can be replaced with negative half integral cos u du, and maintain the negative half. Integral of cos is simply sine u plus c, and substitute the u back, negative half sine 5 minus x squared plus c is our answer. Okay, let's try some more. Integral of e raised to the power of sin x times cos x. Again, we just have to let which one is our u. So in this case, our u must be sin x, because the derivative of sin is cos x. Sin x derivative is with respect to x is cos x, which happen to be our other term. We simply rearrange, du equals to cos x dx. So our cos x dx now equals to du and e raised to the power of sin x become e to the power of u. So this problem can be converted into e to the power of u. Cos x dx is equals to du, and the answer for this is e to the power of u plus c or e to the power of sin x plus c. Okay, and let's see more complicated problem. The integral of x over x minus 4. So again, by doing u substitution, we just have to choose which one our u. So I'm gonna let our u to be x minus 4 because the derivative of u with respect to x equals to 1. Or du equals to dx. And notice here we only have u equals to x minus 4, which you can convert this as x equals to u plus 4 by doing simple rearrangement. So du itself equals to dx, therefore the equation can be converted to x is u to the power of 4, so u to the power, u plus 4, okay, x minus 4 equals to u, and dx equals to du. Okay, so this is equivalent to integral of 1 plus 4 times 4 times, we could say 4 over u is fine. Okay, so the integral of 1, this is with respect to du, so the integral of 1 is with respect to u is become u, and the integral of 4 over u du is of course 4 ln u plus let the initial constant to be k. Okay, so now we replace our u to be x minus 4. Okay, let me just highlight u equals to x minus 4, and then 4 ln u plus plus 4 ln u become 4 ln u is x minus 4 plus k. And we can move the constant negative 4 to the right hand side, so we only have x plus 4 ln x or 4 ln x minus 4 plus a constant, the new constant that we call c, as long as we define c to be equals to k minus 4. So the answer is that one, with the constant c, capital C, to be equals to k minus 4 because we have k on the right hand side here, and then minus 4 on here. Oops. Okay, so that's the answer, x plus 4 ln x minus 4 plus c, with c being k minus 4.